Traditional opera, what is it? Traditional opera is the national quintessence of the Chinese nation. Peking opera, as a traditional theater and drama, it is the most influential traditional opera in China. Peking opera has a set of normalized artistic expressions modality in literature, performance, music, stage art and other aspects. Peking opera's music for voices and fighting are unique and endearing. Sichuan opera is a dazzling pearl in the treasure trove of Chinese opera, with a history of more than 300 years. As the saying goes, 1 minute on the stage, 10 years of work off the stage. Every detail of the actors and actresses of Sichuan opera has been polished countless times. The costumes of Sichuan opera also have ulterior motives. It possesses the purity of sunlit spring and snow, as well as the simplicity of the Shiliba people. Fire breathing is a performance stunt of Sichuan opera, usually depicting the role of all sorts of evildoers, used to emphasize the stage effect, make the image more realistic and attract the audience. Face changing, a Sichuan opera performance stunt used to reveal the inner mind of the characters in the drama and the changes in their thoughts and feelings. The colors of the faces are used to express the emotions of the characters. Sichuan opera is popular in East Central Sichuan, Chongqing and parts of Guizhou and Yunnan. Opera is the second largest opera in China, known as the Second National Opera, and is referred to as Chinese opera overseas. Opera excels in expressing emotions, with singing as its main form of expression. Its melodious and beautiful voice, exquisite and elegant aesthetics, all embody the spirit of the Jiangnan region. In terms of costumes, it breaks away from usual color schemes. By adding a large number of intermediate colors between upper 5 colors and lower 5 colors, it features a delicate and graceful, fresh and elegant style. In terms of fabric, it no longer uses traditional highly reflective soft satin, but instead opts for non-reflective crepe, and it is drawing inspiration from traditional characters and folk art to creating its own unique style. The performance in the video is Liang Shanbo and Zhu Yingtai, one of the classic plays. Liang Shanbo and Zhu Yingtai tells the story of Zhu Yingtai, a woman disguised as a man, but failed to confess their love in time due to various misunderstandings. Kunqu is an ancient Chinese opera voice, now also known as Kunqu Opera. It is one of the oldest types of traditional Chinese opera, and is also one of the treasures of traditional Chinese culture and art, especially opera art, known as an orchid in 100 gardens, and also known as the ancestor of 100 operas. With its magnificent singing, elegant recitation, delicate performances and elegant dances, together with the perfect stage setting, Kunqu can be said to have reached the highest level in all aspects of opera performance. When traditional theater and games are combined, what kind of sparks will collide? The first, Peking opera theme, Yuji's Farewell My Concubine. In terms of the character image, Yuji is dressed in Peking opera costumes with red as the main color tone, which is innovative and rejuvenating the traditional costumes. Not only satisfies the aesthetic preferences of young people, but also preserves the original characteristics of Peking opera. Small gongs and cymbals, which are traditional instruments in Peking opera, are homogeneous instruments. The small gong is a colorful instrument with a soft and clear tone. The cymbal, with a drum in the center and two pieces hitting each other for sound, has a loud sound. This is a tutorial about traditional Chinese opera board drums, and the video shows not only small gongs and cymbals, but also pointed drums. Small gongs and cymbals are common percussion instruments in Peking opera, and they each have their own unique performance methods and sounds. The small gong is a small percussion instrument made of brass, When playing the small gong, it is common to use one hand to hold the gong and the other to hold the gong whip for striking. Its sound is clear and bright, with strong penetrating power, so it is often used in opera performances to enhance the atmosphere and guide the development of the plot. The cymbal is a percussion instrument made of brass. The special effects and lines of the characters in the bureau are more refined. Ji sings Peking opera lines. In the classic Peking opera, singing voice is perfectly presented, together with the red costume Ji is wearing, perfectly demonstrating the unique culture of Peking opera. Ji's normal attack is to launch a red sword gas forward, accompanied by a red silk floating up from the sword gas. At the same time, Ji triggers the Peking opera lines. The second, Sichuan opera theme, Munch is Fat Da Rong Rong. In terms of characterization, Munch is modeled after China's national treasure. In the naive panda wears a traditional Sichuan opera hat, embellished with beads and flowers, pom-poms and silk polyester, with the Sichuan opera face on his face, and with the movement of the character entering the scene, Munch demonstrates a set of wonderful Sichuan opera face-changing and fire-breathing performances. The characters' lines and background music also show the characteristics of traditional Sichuan opera. This hero skin shows the culture of Sichuan opera face-changing and fire-breathing. Sichuan opera face-changing is one of the stunts of Sichuan opera performance, which is used to reveal the inner heart of the characters in the play as well as the changes of thoughts and feelings of the characters. This is to turn the invisible, insensible, and abstract emotions and psychological states into visible, sensible and concrete images, face paintings. The Sichuan opera face-changing is a kind of stunt used to portray characters in the art of Sichuan opera, and it is a kind of romanticism technique to reveal the inner thoughts and feelings of the characters in the play. Now let's feel the charm of Sichuan opera face-changing. Sichuan opera fire breathing is a kind of stunt in opera performance, which is mainly used in Sichuan opera for playing mysterious roles such as demons and ghosts. This type of performance creates a visually stunning effect through special props and techniques, which enhances the stage performance and engages the audience. When you come to the in-game skill effects, Munch will swing his claws at the enemy when he attacks normally and leave a light green trail with bamboo leaves in the air. In the first skill, Munch holds a bamboo in his hand and creates a panda-shaped shield on himself. Second skill, Munch shoots out an ever-changing fireball that changes into a plate of delicious bamboo shoots when it returns to his side. The second release threw out a pot of clear soup bamboo shoots and hop hop. And in the process of the third skill, Dreamland Circumnavigation, Munch's face in front of him will constantly change and leave a bamboo forest in the place where he has circumnavigated. Standby action Munch is also very cute, and in the back-to-town special effect, much will also stand on the stage to perform Sichuan opera face changing and fire breathing. This skin is inspired by Shangguan Wan Er journey through the subgenre to study under time and space to learn from the renowned Yu opera master Mr. Mao Whiteout, and became a female actor of Yu opera troupe, and adopts the costume of light blue and light purple, which is in line with the style of Yu opera, which is fresh and gentle. The cloud shoulder and folding fan in this skin are essential accessories in Yu opera. Folding fans have a long history, are the literati noblemen's pocket sleeve elegant objects of literati and nobles, with exquisite and elegant workmanship. Folding fan inheritors also in the process of inheriting the ancient method of fusion of new elements, so that the folding fan of cultural heritage to date everlasting new. The craftsmanship for Seiko as a craftsman, that is, the serious attitude and exquisite craftsmanship, this is the craftsmanship. Let's take a look at one kind of folding fan, Rong Rong folding fan. Rong Rong folding fan originated in the Song dynasty, flourished in the Ming dynasty, flourished in the Qing dynasty, set dyeing, gluing, painting, carving and inlay and other exquisite skills in one, folding and withdrawing freely, small and exquisite, delicate and elegant, easy to carry, is one of the four treasures of Rong Rong. District in Chongqing Municipality, and Suzhou silk fan, Hangzhou, painting and calligraphy fan, and is known as the three famous fans of China. In Erdinimba, Rong Rong folding fan was listed on the National Intangible Cultural Heritage List. In Erdinimba, Rong Rong folding fan was listed on the National Intangible Cultural Heritage List. The cloud shoulder is a kind of clothing developed from Sui and Tang dynasties, often decorated with quadrilateral and quadratic cloud patterns. It made of colorful embroidery, like the clouds reflecting the sun after a rain, and the rainbow scattered in the clear sky. Inclusion of all things, connotation of multiple meanings, like clouds and rainbows with sound and colorful mood to imply that the newcomer into the new starting point of life, like clouds of the firm. The rising sun is red. Regarding the special effects of the bureau, the Shangguan Wan Er in the bureau has many classic lines of Yu opera, which are bubbly and euphonious. The first skill Shangguan Wan Er with the folding fan to throw a scroll of books in the distance, with a white butterfly trailing in flight, and the scroll unfolds when the book reaches the farthest point. The second skill is to writing inscriptions, and the brush here is also one of the four treasures of the Chinese literature. With the completion of the writing you can see the words "hold your hand and grow old with you together," which has the meaning of a good blessing for husband and wife in China. Three skills: Wan Er glides on the ground, flies into the air and transforms into a blue butterfly, throwing small white butterflies to the enemy. Skill combo: Shangguan Wan Er flies to the sky, with calligraphy characters and paintings floating underneath her. This skin is very detailed, showing the fresh and gentle style of Sichuan opera. The fourth, Kunqu theme, Zhen Ji's Dream of the Garden. When showcasing the hero's skin, Zhen Ji is wearing a pink dress, stood in a pink dress under a plum blossom tress with fluttering petals, dancing with gracefully and gazing into the distance with a hint of melancholy, holding group fan in her hand. Zhen Ji sings a tune from the minor key of Kunqu Opera, which is gentle and melodious. The production of fan is as picturesque and ingenious as a poem, and the craftsmanship is unique. The materials are carefully selected. The design of exquisite condensation of the craftsman's efforts, heart and soul. The surface of the fan is gently spread out, like the clouds rolling and flowing, and the bones of the fan are slender, like the gurgling of a babbling stream. Decorative embellishments add to more elegance, holding a group fan, as if you can feel the classical charm and poetry. Come to enjoy the Peony Pavilion, Dream of the Garden. Zhen Ji's and bureau and out-bureau lines come from this Kunqu Opera, which is very classic and melodious. Regarding the skins and bureau effects, the regular attack is to throw pink flower balls with white trailing tails, which also leaving a ripple of water marks behind Zhen Ji as she walks. The first skill is to column of water in shape of a pink flower to rush out from underneath the enemy's feet. The second skill is to throw pink flower balls, which will collide between the enemies and leave flower marks. And the third skill is to throw forward a huge blue-edged water current vortex with pink flowers. Along with the skill triggers, Zhen Ji also triggers the conch lines. Opera actor and actress, what is it? Opera actor and actress, the bright pearl of Chinese art, bring out the charm of traditional Chinese opera to the fullest with their exquisite skills and passionate performances. They interpret stories passed down through the ages on the stage and shaped vivid and vivid characters, mesmerizing the audience and making the audience intoxicated. Their voices, either high and passionate or low and shallow singing, like heavenly sounds, intoxicating. Their bodies, light and athletic, or tumbling and jumping, or dancing, showing an unparalleled rhythmic beauty. Their performances are delicate and insightful, with sincere emotions, allowing people to see a microcosm of life and feel the brilliance of human nature in the play. 1 minute on the stage, 10 years of work off the stage. No one knows how much sweat, blood and tears they have put in behind this. The rehearsals and performances, the twists and flutters, are their insistence in traditional Chinese opera. Opera actor and actress, they are the watchmen of the years, the stickler of the original heart. In the ever-changing stage light and shadow of the stage, they always maintain the purest love and pursuit of art. Their every appearance on stage is a deep confession of traditional culture and the persistent inheritance of the art of opera. They are working hard without minding the trouble, not afraid of loneliness, silently cultivating in the field of opera art, watering this fertile land with sweat and wisdom. Their hearts are filled with infinite admiration for traditional Chinese opera and deep gratitude to the audience, and this spirit of adhering to the original intention makes people stand in awe. In the fast-paced modern society, the opera actor and actress use their perseverance and inheritance to keep a peaceful spiritual home for us. They interpret it with their practical actions. What is a real artist? What is a real cultural inheritor? The audience on the stage use their cell phones to record not only their performances, but also the lives of the characters they interpreted, and to spread the culture of opera, they will spend their whole life to practice. The curtain has fallen, the heart is assured.